Hello and welcome everyone. Today we are going to study chapter number 7, Harry Meets Hagrid. Harry Meets Hagrid is an excerpt from J.K. Rowling's famous book Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, part of a series of 7 novels about a young boy, Harry Potter, who's having lost his parents when he was just a year old. He's brought up by his aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon, the Dursleys. So, in this chapter, there is a scene of Hagrid who has come to wish Harry Potter for the first time on his 11th birthday. So, before beginning the lessons, I'm going to do an ideal reading for you. So, please listen carefully. Smash! The door was hit with such a force that it swung clean off its hinges with a deafening crash landed flat on the floor. A giant of a man was standing in the doorway. His face was completely hidden by a long, shaggy mane of hair, a wild, tangled beard, but you could make out his eyes glinting like black beetles under all the hair. The giant squeezed his way into the hut, stooping so that his head just brushed the ceiling. He bent down, picked up the door, and fitted it easily back into its frame. The noise of the storm outside dropped a little. He turned to look at them all. Couldn't make us a cup of tea? Could you? It's not been an easy journey. He strode over to the sofa where Dudley sat frozen with fear. Budge up, ya great lump, said the stranger. Dudley squeaked and ran to hide him behind his mother, who was crouching terrified behind Uncle Vernon. Ah, yes, Harry, said the giant. Harry looked up into the fierce, wild, shadowy face and saw that the little eyes were crinkled in a smile. Last time I saw you, you were only a baby, said the giant. Yeah, look a lot like your dad, but you have got your mom's eyes. Uncle Vernon made a funny rasping noise. I demand that you leave at once, sir. He said, You are breaking and entering. Ah, shut up, Dursley, said the giant. He reached over the back of the sofa, jerked the gun out of Uncle Vernon's hand, bent it into a knot as easily as if it had been made of rubber, and threw it into a corner of the room. Uncle Vernon made another funny noise like a mouse being trodden on. Anyway, Harry, said the giant, turning his back on the Dursleys, a very happy birthday to you. Got something for you here. I might have sat on it at some point, but it will taste alright. From an inside pocket of his black overcoat, he pulled a slightly scratched box. Harry opened it with trembling fingers. Inside was a large sticky chocolate cake with Happy Birthday Harry written on it in green icing. Harry looked up at the giant. He meant to say thank you, but the words got lost on the way to his mouth, and what he said instead was, Who are you? The giant chuckled. True. I haven't introduced myself. Rubius Hagrid, keeper of keys and grounds at Hogwarts. He held out an enormous hand and shook Harry's whole arm. What about that tea then? He said, rubbing his hands together. I would not say not to something else if I had got it wine. His eyes fell on the empty grate with the shriveled crisp packet in it, and he snorted. He bent down over the fireplace. They couldn't see what he was doing, but when he drew back a second later, there was a roaring fire there. It filled the whole damn hut with flickering light, and Harry felt a warmth wash over him, as though he would sunk into a hot bath. The giant sat back down on the sofa, which sagged under his weight, and began taking all sorts of things out of the pocket of his coat. A copper kettle, a squashy package of sausages, a poker, a teapot, several chipped mugs, and a bottle before starting to make tea. Soon the hut was full of the sound and smell of sizzling sausage. Nobody said a thing while the giant was working, but as he slid the first 6 fat, juicy, slightly burnt sausages from the poker, Dudley fidgeted a little. Uncle Vernon said sharply, "Don't touch anything. He gives you Dudley." The giant chuckled darkly. "Yeah, great pudding of a son. Doesn't need fatting anymore. Dursley, don't worry." He passed the sausages to Harry, who was so hungry he had never tasted anything so wonderful. But he still couldn't take his eyes off the giant. Finally, as nobody seemed about to explain anything, he said, "I'm sorry, but I still don't really know who you are." The giant took a gulp of tea and wiped his mouth with the back of his hand. "Call me Hagrid," he said. "Everyone does, and like I told you, I am keeper of key at Hogwarts. You will know all about Hogwarts, of course." "No," said Harry. Hagrid looked shocked. So we are done with the reading part. If it is possible, dear students, you also read before studying this lesson.